All right. Good evening, boxing fans. On this rather solemn Monday, it's Anthony with Bleacher Bums Gaming, and we are going to do a tribute fight tonight to the late, great Marvin Hagler, who we sadly lost this past weekend at the age of 66, very young age. And yeah, this one kind of hit me really hard. Hagler is one of those guys that obviously no one is invincible, but if you had to pick one person that would be Hagler, would definitely be one of the first that would pop into mind. Great fighter, obviously, one of the top three all-time middleweights. And, you know, the best thing about Hagler is he was a fighter who gave everything he had to the sport. He was 100% businesslike, respected the sport, and demanded others respect the sport and respect him as well. And when it got to that point where he did not feel that any longer, he stepped away at the age of 34 and basically never looked back and left a very enduring legacy behind him. So tonight we are going to replay, of course, one of the most iconic fights in boxing history, the war, the greatest 3 rounds in the history of boxing, of course, his fight with Thomas Hearns for the middleweight championship. And with all due respect to fighters like Gotti and Ward round 9, Corrales Castillo round 10, Barrera Morales round 5, etc. Round 1 of this bout is definitely, if not the greatest round in boxing history. It definitely goes up on Mount Rushmore of the greatest rounds in boxing history. So we're going to replay this fight. And again, this is a tweaked card. Of course, in Glory Days Boxing, there is only an official welterweight card for Tommy Hearns. And this is a tweaked middleweight card, same traits, basically a slight reduction to power, and going from 7 to 6 is really not that slight. A little bit of bump on the chin for knockdowns and knockouts. And basically that's due to the fact that Hearns, a very lengthy fighter, never really had a solid really solid, what you would consider solid legs. He was a very lengthy fighter, broad across the back. And as you move up in weight, one thing that affects the ability to take punches is, of course, your trunk, basically. And that was one area. Hearns always, as he moved up, had that susceptibility to get knocked down and out. And it definitely hurt him, of course, in this fight. So those are the only adjustments to his welterweight ratings. And, of course, Hagler's middleweight card, again, one of the best in the division, unchanged. So we'll get ready to start this fight. And first, of course, in tribute to Marvelous Marvin Hagler, a 10-bell salute. So rest in peace, champ. Okay, the 10-bell salute for the Marvelous One, and we will get up to ringside now. And as a reminder, Hagler's trait, closer trait, great finisher, +1 to opponent's will rating, +3 if tired, and that has to do with TKO checks. And Tommy Hearns, the great outside fighter, lengthy sniper trait, outside punches cannot be blocked. And the referee in this fight, just as it was in real life, will be Richard Steele. He has no adjustments to foul checks or stoppage ratings. And with that said, we'll be using generic judges. We are ready to go. So round number 1, the replay of the war, Hagler Hearns, and we are underway as the bell rings. So coming out of the corner, it's going to be Hagler, 3 stars from the inside. He's going to take control early in this one, and as he did in the first fight, coming out throwing bombs, he's going to miss, and that would have been a possible chin check on Hearns. Hearns misses on the counter. Fighters reset, and it's going to be 2 stars from the outside for Hagler. Hearns takes control, though, with 3 stars from the outside. 66, he's going to miss, and Hagler throws wildly, misses as well. So both fighters a little amped up to start this one. as it's going to be a 3, which is no stars from the outside for Hagler. Hearns in control, dips inside, lets the hands go. 47, punishing cross, follows a jab, 2 punches land. And Tommy Hearns draws first blood in this fight. 2 minutes to go in the opening round. 6 is for both men. It's going to be Hagler now from the outside in control, and he misses Hagler. Wild with a big right hand. Hearns misses the countering opportunity. A 3, no stars from the outside, and Hearns 3 stars from the outside, lets the hands go. 90 though, and that is going to be a miss as well. Hagler looks to counter, and a big hook gets through. 2 punches land on the counter. So both fighters throwing wildly. They need to settle down here in this first round. And that's going to be a no stars again for Hagler from the outside. Hearns in control from the outside, 92. He's going to miss again. Hagler missing on the counter. So Hearns throwing wild from space. 3s for both fighter. Hearns now ducks inside, and again he's going to be wild and misses. Hagler misses on the counter. So a lot of punches thrown here in the opening round, very few landing. It's going to be Hearns again in control from the inside. Lets the hands go, and once again, 90s 3 times in a row. That's going to be a clinch. So final 20 seconds of the round, and not quite the excitement of the real-life fight as they go toe-to-toe finally from the inside. Hearns goes first, and again, a 90+, and that's going to be a clinch. So a very nondescript first round. Only 2 punches landed cleanly for both fighters. And fatigue, that's going to be the one factor that Hagler has a huge edge in this as we get ready for round number 2. The judges are going to be tabulating their scores. All right. Judges marking their scores down. And let's see if these two settle down here in the second round. A very wild first round, not in terms of punches landed, just thrown. And it's going to be Hagler trying to get inside. Hearns beats him there, lets the hands go. 62 from the inside. He misses, and Hagler misses the countering opportunity. So high dice rolls in this one early, 2 for both, and it's going to be Hagler in control from the outside, and Hagler finally lets the hands go, and that's going to be a wicked 3-punch combination and a possible cut to Tommy Hearns. 4, and that is within Hearns' cut rating. So Hearns facial damage here in the second round, and a 5. That's going to be a swelling around the left eye. So the right hand of Hagler makes a mark here early in this one as 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the second round. It's going to be Hagler, 1 star from the inside. Hearns, 2 stars from the inside. Hearns lets the hands go. And 34, Tommy finally sits down on his punches, connects, double jab, blazing cross, 3 punches land. Hagler eats all 3 of them. So fighters getting a little more comfortable now in the pocket, a little more accuracy, and no stars for Hagler. Hearns from the outside, 3 stars in control. Again, the double jab and another big cross gets through, and it's going to be a chin check for Hagler, and Hagler eats those punches, shakes them off. Our first big shot of the fight landed by Tommy Hearns. Hagler unfazed by that. It's going to be a toe-to-toe from the outside. Tommy Hearns goes first. Hearns misses. Hagler fires back. Could be a possible cut if he lands. 53, and he misses as well. 1 minute, 20 seconds to go in the second round. Hagler stalking Hearns. Hearns looking to bounce and jab from the outside. 3 stars each, toe-to-toe from the outside, and letting the hands go first. 1 punch gets through for Thomas Hearns, as we're going to have a possible foul check as well, and a 1. That will be a foul. We'll come back and see what that is after Hagler lets the hands go. And Hagler's going to have a chin check, 23 from the outside, and that's going to be a wicked 3-punch combination for Marvelous Marvin Hagler. First, we will do the foul check for Thomas Hearns, and Hearns is going to be warned for a low blow. And now a chin check for Tommy, and this was his the weakness in his armor as he moved up. 5 or less, he's in trouble. 10, and Hearns takes that punch, shakes it off, and moves to his right, dancing around the outside of the ring. It's going to be Hagler looking to work from the outside, and Hearns closes the distance, gets inside, lets the hands go, misses. Hagler fires back, misses on the counter. 40 seconds to go in the round. Round number 2 of this, the Marvin Hagler tribute fight, a replay of the war. It's going to be 2 stars from the inside for both fighters, and another toe-to-toe exchange. Hearns going first from the outside. 85, that's going to be miss. Hagler would have been a possible knockdown for Hearns. Hagler lets the hands go. 35 from the outside. Wicked 3-punch combination again. 20 seconds to go in the round. Hagler now stalking Hearns, looking to close the round big. It's going to be 2 stars. Hagler from the outside. Toe-to-toe exchange. Marvelous Marvin goes first. Lets the hands go. A furious onslaught. 5 big punches land. Going to be a chin check for Hearns. And Hearns passes his power check too if he lands. 53, and Hearns lets the hands go. He connects as well. Punishing cross. Follows a jab. Double chin checks. First, Tommy Hearns. 5 or less. He's in trouble. 1. Hearns is down. Thomas Hearns is down here in the second round. Referee Richard Steele moves into count. 5 or less. This fight is over. 10. Hearns gets to his feet. It's going to be a count of 4 as the bell rings to save him from any further punishment. Marvelous Marvin Hagler, a knockdown at the end of the second round. It's going to be a 10-8 round for the Marvelous one. And Hearns on unsteady pegs as he goes back to his corner. A very exciting round. A 14-punch output for Marvelous Marvin Hagler. And Tommy Hearns, he gets through with 9 punches as we get the set to go into round number 3. And this is where this fight ended in real life. We'll see if Tommy can make it out of the third. Hagler now looking to ride the momentum of that knockdown. Storms out from his corner. 2 stars from the outside. It's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange to start the round. Hagler goes first, and again, another big 5-punch salvo lands. As now the fighters have settled down, and Hearns fires back. 0-2, 5 punches of his own. A wicked exchange at start round number 3. Each fighter letting the hands go. 5 big shots land for both. Crowd to its feet as Hagler looks to work from the inside, and it's going to be Hagler in control from the inside. 46, and that's going to be a punishing cross following a jab. Up to 7 punches landed now for Hagler, and a possible cut on Hearns, and 20 will be above the hitman's cut rating. Remember, Hearns with a swollen left eye sustained in round number 2. 2 stars from the outside for Hagler, and Hagler now in control, looking to close a show. Another big 5-punch barrage, and Hearns backs up on unsteady legs. Hagler moves in for the kill. Off to a flying start here in the third round. 2 stars from the inside for Hagler. Tommy Hearns. 3 stars from the outside. Hearns finally takes control. 46, punishing cross, follows a jab as 2 big shots get through. Hagler eats them both. 1 minute 40 to go in the round. Fighters picking up the output here in the third. It's going to be Hagler with no stars from the outside and Hearns with 2. Hearns in control from the outside. 35. That's going to be a double jab and a blazing cross. Possible knockdown, but Hagler eats the punch. No damage done. 1 minute 20 to go, and both fighters in double digits now in round number 3. And this is going to be the round version of round 1 from the real life fight as Hagler, 2 stars from the outside, takes control back, lets the hands go. 37. That's going to be another wicked 3-punch combination, and Hagler just misses a potential knockdown check there as Hearns eats all those punches. 1 minute to go in the round. Hagler now dancing around, looks to work inside. 1 star for Marvelous Marvin. It's going to be toe-to-toe from the inside. Hagler goes first. It's going to be a clinch. Referee Richard Steele steps in to separate the fighters. Getting space now. Hagler again looks to work on the inside. He's going to take control there. Lets the hands go. 99, and we go to the event chart here in the third round. And 30 on the event chart. Fighters dare each other to trade. Next segment, toe-to-toe +1. So Hearns motions Hagler in. We'll see where the exchange takes place. It's going to be on the inside, and here we go. Hagler with momentum. He's going to go first. Lets the hands go from the inside, and it's going to be a possible cut. Hearns will have a chin check. 39 from the inside. Another wicked 3-punch combination for Marvelous Marvin Hagler. Tommy Hearns lets the hands go. 93 from the inside, and that's going to be a clinch, and that saves the chin check for Tommy Hearns, and Hagler gets credit for a single punch. And we have to do another cut check for Tommy Hearns. 5 or less, And that is a 9. He's okay as the bell rings in a very exciting third round, and we are heading into unfamiliar territory for these two. So 16 punches to 10, the edge for Hagler in that round. 6-punch differential, and Marvelous Marvin with that second round knockdown looming large up on the judges' cards early in this one. Okay, judges tabulating their scoring. And we are ready for round number 4. So we enter the 4th round, which did not happen in the real-life battle between these two. Stamina, that's going to be a factor for Tommy Hearns. He's down to 33. Marvelous Marvin Hagler still has 69. Here we go. Round number 4 is underway as Hagler comes out looking to work from the outside. Tommy Hearns, though, beats him there and takes control. 57, just gets through with a couple of punches. And again, Hagler cannot block any of those shots, only add to them with a 4 or 5. Courtesy of Tommy's sniper trait as Hagler looks to work from the outside. Tommy Hearns instead dips inside. It's going to be toe-to-toe. Hearns leads it off, lets the hands go, and 99. We are going to the event chart again, so that will nullify any other action in this segment. Let's see what we have now, as that's going to be a 20. Referee forced to warn both fighters for intentional low blows. Each land a single punch. And that is Tommy Hearns' second warning for a low blow. Things getting a little bit chippy now as referee Richard Steele waves the fighters back together, tells them to keep the shots up. And Hagler looking to work inside now. And Tommy Hearns, comfortable being there, welcomes him. It's going to be a toe-to-toe exchange. Hearns goes first, a 12. That's going to be jackhammer combinations landing. 4 punches land, and both fighters are going to have chin checks in this one. Hagler firing back from the inside, 0-5. That's going to be a devastating 4-punch combination and chin check. So we're going to go Hagler first. 4 or less. Hagler is hurt, and Hagler is hurt. Hagler is staggered. And that is going to negate Tommy Hearns' chin check. So he's saved there. Hagler is staggered. Hearns, an unopposed action as we head into the next segment. And it is going to take place as Hearns lets the hands go from the inside, 42 from the inside. That's going to be a punishing cross. Following a jab, only 2 punches get through, so no will check for a TKO. As Hagler now is okay, shakes it off. Fighters back at ring center. It's going to be 6s for both. It's going to be Hagler from the outside, 63. Lets the hands go, misses. Hearns looking to counter. Lands a hook and a cross. 2 punches get through for the hitman. 120 to go, round number 4. Hearns turning the tide, looking to get back in this fight, and he's going to have control from the outside. That's where he wants to be. 28, double jab, blazing cross. 3 big punches get through. Another chin check. 14, Hagler shakes off another big right hand. Marvin Hagler has taken some vicious shots, just like he did in real life, and not even blinked so far. It's going to be 2 stars from the outside for Hagler, but Hearns with 3 stars from the outside takes control. This round is all Thomas Hearns, 32 from the outside. Another 3-punch combination. 17 punches landed now for the hitman. 40 seconds to go in the round. Hearns now with confidence looks to close the show. It's going to be Hearns again from the outside. 0-6. Another 4-punch combination gets through. 21 punches landed and 1 possible chin check. Hagler is hurt again. Hagler is hurt. Last 20 seconds of the round. Hearns moves in trying to finish him off. Hagler up against the ropes. Here comes Tommy Hearns. It's going to be from the outside. 0-2, a blistering 2-handed assault. 5 punches get through. That's going to be it. 26 for the round. Referee Richard Steele jumps in and stops it. Tommy Hearns, an incredible TKO at the end of round number 4, avenges the loss in the war, and this one was just as good. The last 2 rounds living up to the original, as we will get the time of the stoppage, not quite the ending we wanted for the Marvin Hagler tribute fight, but the last 2 rounds very much worthy of their fighting style. So the end in this one, 5, that comes at the 2:56 mark of round number 4. Tommy Hearns, a shocking TKO victory, and he closed the show. Richard Steele stopping the bout with only 4 seconds to go, and Hearns behind on all three cards going into the fourth round, 30-26, 30-26, and 29-28. Suffered a knockdown in the second round, able to survive, and stunningly comes back to stop Marvelous Marvin Hagler at the very end of the fourth round. So what a fight. And again, the rematch very much worthy of the original. Tribute to Marvin Hagler, again, one of the greatest top three middleweights of all time. You'd have to put him up there at the top or right behind Sugar Ray Robinson and possibly Mickey Walker, but definitely an all-time great, definitely Mount Rushmore, and tragically gone at a way too early age, at the age of 66. So again, rest in peace, champ, Marvelous Marvin Hagler. This is Anthony with Glory Days Boxing. Thanks for stopping by. And if you don't mind, on the way out of the arena, hit that like button, please. And we will see you later. Hope you all have a great Monday night. Take care, everyone.